finally watched all the best animated films at this year's Oscars, so here's my ranking of all of them. I think this year's a pretty solid lineup. I didn't think any of these films were bad, and I gave all of them either a 4 stars and above. And so one of the major factors I considered in my ranking was the emotional impact that each film left on me. And that being said, let's just get into my ranking. At number 5 of the cute cat movie Flow, I enjoyed the environmental story, the found family aspect, and the smooth painting-like animation. While I do think some of the scenes felt a bit empty, I think Flow is a inspirational and heartwarming story about community, nature, and adventure. Number 4, I had the quirky stop-motion film Memoir of a Snail, and while the story might not work for everyone because it is a bit eccentric and cynical, there is a very motivating message here about how life is filled with pain, but the way that we continue to live life is to step outside and do stuff rather than retreat into your shell. Number 3, I have our second charming stop-motion film, Wallace Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul, and this film is action-packed, thrilling, and wholesome, and surprisingly an introspective tale about how technology is not inherently bad, but it depends on who wields its power. And this is just such an endearing story, specifically about Wallace and Gromit's relationship and how that develops throughout the film. It starts off rocky, but by the end, you can truly see that they do love and support each other. Number 2, I have Inside Out 2. While not as narratively strong as the first one, it was such a joy to see the emotions on screen again, both old and new, and I did like how the story captured the ups and downs of adolescence and anxiety. It was quite relatable. At number 1, I have The Wild Robot. Now, robot and motherhood are two things that normally wouldn't go together, but The Wild Robot made it work. This movie is vibrant, rustic, pure, and it had me in tears and in my feels just watching Roz and Bill's relationship develop, and I just loved it so much. That wraps up my ranking for the best animation category this year. I truly have no idea which of these films are going to win, but I will be happy if any one of them does because these were all such a pleasure to watch. Let me know your thoughts on my ranking or your favorite film nominated in the comments, and let's chat.